From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Monday, July 4th, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. Hazleton police responded to a reported robbery early Sunday morning. The incident happened at the Convenient Mark on Juniper Street. Surveillance footage showed a Hispanic male reaching over the register and taking an undetermined amount of cash. An officer later observed a male matching the suspect's description in the area of 3rd and Alter Streets. After a foot pursuit, police apprehended Steve Salcido. He was found to be in possession of a stolen cash along with a crack pipe. He was charged with receiving stolen property, robbery, resisting arrest, and possession of drug paraphernalia. He was taken to the Luzerne County Prison for an arraignment. Chief Jerry Speziale stated, quote, "The officer saw the situation for what it was and quickly pieced it together, leading to the apprehension and arrest. I am proud of the hard work and dedication of the officers involved. The message should be clear. If you commit a crime in Hazleton, we will quickly bring you to face justice," unquote. The Hazleton Police Department is laying to rest one of its beloved canines. Canine Grizz, badge number 11, was assigned to the Patrol Division and was assigned to Corporal Kirk Wetzel. The 11-year-old German Shepherd cross-trained in patrol and narcotics detection. Police say he suffered from an infection which created medical complications. He died after undergoing surgery and his medical complications. Grizz was an officer with HPD since November of 2005. Chief of Police Jerry Speziale said, quote, "Grizz served the department and residents for over a decade and will receive the appropriate honors," unquote. A plaque is being made to honor his service at a special ceremony that is in the works, and his badge and identification will be retired. Grizz's end of watch was July 1st, 2016. Today, State Representative Tara Toohill announced grants totaling over $2.1 million through the Luzerne County local share account, which were awarded to community improvement projects in the 116th Legislative District. The announcement was made during a meeting in Harrisburg of the Commonwealth Financing Authority, an agency established to administer Pennsylvania's economic stimulus packages.
The city was very lucky. We received 6 or 7 grants for various things throughout the city. I believe it's a total of $906,000 from the LSA grant, which is very good, to get a lot of projects started. We got some for the fire department, some for the police department. We've the DPW garage. We're gonna money to go towards 1,000 new street lights throughout the city. So we got a lot of money in various spots.
One grant totaling nearly $175,000 will be awarded to the city of Hazleton. The grant money will be put towards the purchase of 11,000 square foot historical building and transform it into an indoor sports complex. The building will be the new home of the Hazleton Area Boxing Club and also host facilities for youth baseball, football, and soccer. In order for the city of Hazleton to receive this grant, departments need to go through an application process. Hazleton Fire Chief Donald Leschko says that the greatest effort was to obtain the grant.
In the application process, what happens is we're at a grant narrative along with filling out a online application. They had to be submitted by the end of last year, by December 31st of 2015, they had to be submitted. And in that process, what I did was I had to write a grant narrative fill out, explaining what we're going to use the money for, why we're requesting the use of the funds. And then also we have to get letters of support. The mayor has to give a letter of support. The city council passed a resolution of support along with Representative Toohill and Senator Yudichak put letters of support behind the grant. And then you also have to try to get an estimated cost of the project. So once that's all put together, it is a little time consuming, but again, the biggest effort is, and the greatest reward, I should say, of our department is able to obtain the grant.
A total of 15 projects in the 116th district were approved for funding. Giant and Martin's food stores have issued a voluntary recall of select gold medal flour products. The following products that are being recalled are up on your screen now. The gold medal products are potentially linked to an outbreak of E. coli. Customers who have purchased these products should discard any unused portions and bring the receipt to the store for a full refund. Customers can also contact Giant and Martin's for additional information at 1-888-814-4268. Last Friday was the first Friday in downtown Hazleton. This first Friday started off with a walking tour, and WYLN was proud to be a part of it. WYLN's Aaron Harvey has more.
Last Friday was the first Friday in downtown Hazleton. Typically, First Friday involves different events in the downtown, but this First Friday was something different. Executive Director of the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress, Krista Snyder, says there was a walking tour that featured news media outlets.
Today is First Friday, so every First Friday we have special events in the downtown. Today is a free walking tour that features the many news media outlets that we have here in the downtown. We have actually more than half a dozen. And really, we kind of paired it with July because of, it's Independence Day, freedom of speech. We wanted to feature the news media. So we went to the Standard Speaker, we went to Channel 13. You guys are here with your mobile station, and we hit. There's also a growing Spanish language media outlets here in the downtown. So we visited a Spanish language newspaper, a radio station, and then we're going to hit Telecaribe at the end.
The group could have spent more time at various news outlets.
This is the first time we've done it. We're happy to do it again if people are interested. I mean, we could have spent a whole hour and a half probably just at the Standard Speaker alone, seeing the press room and everything else. It was pretty fascinating.
Recently, walking tours have become very popular in Hazleton.
We've been doing a lot of walking tours. The Historical Society has done several this year. We did actually a trolley tour earlier in March of the Irish, historically Irish neighborhood. And coming up in August, it's going to be really cool. We're going to have the Historical Society is doing a walking tour of the proposed historic district north of the downtown. So, and in October, we're going to have a beer tasting festival similar to like what we did with the Wine and Chocolate Walk last month. So these seem to be pretty popular, and we're going to keep going with them.
In downtown Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Aaron Harvey.
Thank you, Aaron. Time now for a first look at our forecast. John Eric Poli is in for Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk in the Weather Center with all the details on our holiday forecast. John, what can people expect for those fireworks for the 4th of July?
Well, and unfortunately, things aren't looking too good. The whole entire day, looking at the forecast, it was a 50-50 shot. Now things are more about 70% chance of rain tonight for the fireworks starting probably around 7, 8 o'clock. But we'll get to that and more coming up later for WYLN Weather, and take it away.
Thanks, John. Coming up next, heading out to Cookout, we'll check out some of these safety tips, especially for some of those fireworks displays. Plus, those sparks, you might want to check that safety list. All that and more coming up tonight on WYLN.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, Weather with Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk, and Sports with Eric DeBerardinis.
The 32nd Annual Frontier Days and Championship Rodeo, July 12th through the 17th. Cowboys from all over the East will compete in bull riding, calf roping, championship rodeo, bareback, bronc riding, and more. Rodeo runs Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and Bull-O-Rama on Sunday. All shows begin at 7:30 p.m. Enjoy vendors, crafts, food, and free entertainment nightly beginning at 5 p.m. The Benton Rodeo and Championship Rodeo, Route 487 in Benton, PA. For more information, go to bentonrodeo.com. The Cowboys are back, and the Bulls are ready. Are you?
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Valley Scoops and More in Stewart's on Route 93 in the Cunningham Valley is your destination for tasty foods, delicious ice cream, and great family fun. With Stewart's now offering a variety of quality hot foods and Scoops offering 30 flavors of quality Wyde's ice cream, shakes, flurries, sundaes, and more, you're sure to leave satisfied without blowing the family budget. For fun, we offer a beautiful 18-hole mini golf course and climate-controlled indoor seating with arcade games. Visit us for fun and food and, of course, ice cream.
Hand burns and face lacerations are just two types of injuries you can get if you don't take the proper safety precautions when lighting off fireworks. WYLN's Aaron Harvey has more.
With today being the 4th of July, many will be setting off fireworks. It's important to know the safety precautions to take when lighting them off. Medical Director of Emergency Medicine at Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, Dr. Gary Bonfante, treats patients who come into the emergency room due to firework injuries.
Some of the worst fireworks that people seem to get injured with are usually ones that either they have obtained illegally or that they shouldn't have in their possession, or possibly the ones you could buy at the roadside stands. The ones that they've obtained that they shouldn't have in their possession can typically cause like explosive type of injuries to their hands, and the ones that you get from the roadsides can sometimes, if they're not using them appropriately, can cause a lot of burns, injuries to the eyes.
There are a variety of ways you can injure yourself from fireworks.
Occasionally we will still see some explosive type injuries, so people can get some large type of lacerations due to those explosive type injuries. They're holding something in their hands. Burns are another big one that we see, usually again to the hands or to the legs. And then we also have a tendency to see some eye injuries as well. Somebody holding a sparkler too close to their face, some debris from the ground maybe comes up when something explodes, those types of injuries.
One of the most common types of hand fireworks seen around the 4th of July are sparklers. Now, many people think sparklers are safe, but they can cause some serious hand injuries.
You get a fair number of burns from sparklers. They get a lot hotter than people think that they do. So they're okay to have fun with, but they have to be done under appropriate supervision. You need to make sure you keep a bucket of water handy that you can put them in when you're done with them. And you need to be holding them at an arm's length. So kids shouldn't be running around with them. They shouldn't be holding them up to their face, and parents need to be close by to kind of prevent those types of injuries.
If you plan on lighting fireworks for the 4th, remember to have a hose handy, make sure it's done under adult supervision, and to have a bucket of water nearby. In Hazleton, for WILN News, I'm Erin Harvey.
Thank you, Erin. Coming up next, John Eric Polai is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, ways is to keep you from all that dizziness thanks to Ting O from Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. More news, weather, and sports is coming your way only on WILN.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Go hog wild for Iron Pigs Baseball. WILN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs live. America's favorite pastime on your local network, WILN TV 35. See the Stars of Tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WILN TV 35. Visit WILNTV.com for a complete Iron Pigs schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WILN, your home for live sports.
All right, now I know everybody's worried about, fireworks and rain, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's take a look at some live stuff going on right now. Temperature currently 72 degrees. Wind is light at the moment. It was up by about 7 miles per hour before, so it's down a little bit now. The wind could get a little heavier later with some rain coming there. Dew point 57, and the humidity 60%. Not too bad humidity-wise. We're used to seeing days in the summer where the humidity can be a lot higher. Today's actually been a pretty nice and cool day so far. Let's go high temperature so far, 74 degrees. That was at 8:35 this morning, so it shows you 72 now. Consistent throughout the day as far as the temperature goes, not getting too hot as the day goes on. The low was 57 degrees. That was at 5 o'clock this morning. Wind gust 12 miles per hour, and that was at 11:05 a.m. Let's take a look at state temperatures. Things looking pretty good as we get out, Erie Way by the lake there, and as we start coming across. As you can see, a lot of 70s across the board there. Down in Johnstown State College area, we're still in the 60s a little bit, but high 60s, a nice day out. Now, here's what's going on as far as rain's concerned. starting down by, this Pittsburgh area down here. It's starting to come all the way across, and that's what's going on right now as far as the storm that I'm trying to track. I was looking at some stuff before, but we're actually catching a big break here with the rain because there is a big green block of rain coming through. However, when it gets to the Scranton, Wilkes-Barre area, it splits in half like a V. So we're predicting that there's going to be about a 70% chance of rain later on, as I said before. However, how much we're going to get? Probably not that much because of the way how it splits. The wind speeds, as you can see right in this area here, nice and calm, which is a change for down there, that farmland down there, that Lock Haven State College area, real windy. Today, nice and calm. Avoca, the airport, 6 miles per hour. Out by the lake there, things are a little heavier. That's because of the breeze from the Lake Erie there. But really, things not too windy across the state today, and that will pick up and get heavier. Now let's go to the 7-day forecast. As I said, chance of rain today, but things look pretty good for the rest of the week. Tomorrow's mostly cloudy. We're going to have some rain in the morning tomorrow a little bit, about 3 a.m., maybe till about 5 a.m., but things should be pretty good tomorrow. Rest of the week, mostly cloudy on Wednesday, Thursday. Mostly sunny Wednesday, mostly sunny on Thursday. Friday, probably going to rain all day, unfortunately. That's what we're looking at right now. That'll go into Saturday. Saturday, when you wake up in the morning, it's still going to be raining, but sometime in the afternoon, rain's going to be going away. And Sunday, I'm happy, 81, mostly sunny. That's the day I'm going to the beach. So things are going to look good for when I go away, thank God. Lows staying 60s for the whole week, so we're going to have pretty good temperatures. And we'll have more on news, weather, and sports coming up here on WYLN.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
I'm Tiffany Cloud, host of The Storm and panelist during WYLN 35's live election night coverage. I volunteer my time hosting the American Cancer Society Telethon and helping plan the Society's Season of Hope Gala. And I also support veteran organizations such as the Valor Clinic, which feeds, clothes, and shelters homeless veterans. I believe it's important to give back to our community.
It's Monday, which means it's a Medical Monday here on WYLN. Today's topic, dizziness. Tingo from Physical Therapy and Balance Centers of Hazleton is here to tell us all about it and how to help us get through it. Tingo, take it away.
So for the people out there that are feeling dizziness, you may not understand that dizziness comes in multiple forms. Some people may say they're dizzy, but may in fact be lightheaded. They may be feeling motion sickness, they may feel imbalanced, or they may actually just feel the room spinning around. So there are multiple forms of dizziness, and the people who have suffered from it before will know it can get pretty debilitating. One of the most common forms of dizziness out there is because of problems with the vestibular system. It basically is the balance centers that control your head motions and helps keep you balanced. The American Physical Therapy Association just recently released their guidelines to help with people with dizziness, and they recommend that if you do have a vestibular problem that is creating problems with either balance, vertigo, nausea, those types of symptoms, one of the best things to do is what's called vestibular rehabilitation, consisting of balance activities and also gaze stabilization exercises. Big words, but hopefully today we'll show you a little bit about what that involves. So the vestibular system they've actually found can be improved, and there's other systems in your body that can adapt to the vestibular problem that can help you with your symptoms of dizziness and also your problems with fearing falling. What a lot of people don't realize is that when you have problems with your vestibular system, as well as some of the symptoms that you feel and being off balance, it also affects your ability to look straight and focus on a target. So it does affect your eyes. One of the recommendations from the American Physical Therapy Association is, like I said, gaze stabilization exercise, and it's exactly what that means. So people with vestibular problems, when they look around their room, they're not going to be able to keep their gaze or their focus on a particular target. So to fix that, there's actually a very simple exercise, a couple of exercises that I'm going to show you one of these today. It's called a GSE, or a gaze stabilization exercise ×1. All it involves is holding a target in front of you. So the idea of this is for Kathy to be able to focus and be able to keep what's on that card nice and clear while she turns her head. And if you have a look at her eyes, you'll see her eyes are completely targeted on that card and are not wandering. If people have problems with their gaze, what it will happen is their eyes will follow their head. So you can do this while you're turning your head side to side, or you can do it while you turn your head up and down or look up and down. So that's a very simple exercise to try if you're having problems with your vestibular system. And remembering, dizziness isn't always vertigo. It can be lightheadedness, it could be motion sickness, or else it could be feelings of imbalance, which absolutely happen to a lot of seniors and creates a fear of falling. So if you're having problems, come check us out. The American Physical Therapy Association just released their guidelines, and it might be great to help people resolve their dizziness problems.
Call Physical Therapy and Balance Centers for a free 20-minute question and answer session. 501-1808. Physical Therapy and Balance Centers, 1324 North Church Street in Hazel Township, or visit them online at hazeltonpt.com. Once again, WYLN will be at the oldest motorsporting event in America, the Giants Despair. WYLN will give you all the turn-by-turn coverage July 10th beginning at 11 a.m. WYLN, the station to turn to when you want live sports. Tune in each week to WYLN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcasted television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on The Storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional airtimes. Only on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
We can call it the Sports Challenge. We can call it Eric's Not an Athlete. Either way, very excited to bring you a brand new segment here on WYLN. Each week, local athletes will challenge me to some sort of athletic task. I learn from them and then compete. The debut comes against Hazleton softball and 4 Lady Cougars that just so happened to be honored as All-Staters.
I pitch to you.
Okay.
And you hit off me, and we see how many hits you get.
Okay.
And then you pitch to us, Hope, me, Becca, and Megan, and we see how many hits we get off of you.
Hazleton area softball faced a lot of challenges in 2016 and met almost every one with a win. This challenge is different. I'm trying to switch up the outcome against 4 Lady Cougars that were both state semifinalists and all-state players.
In the circle with Celine Podlesny, just graduated from Hazleton area, won a lot of games over the course of 4 years.
She takes me to school.
I mean, it'll probably be pretty difficult for you. The first thing and the most important thing is your feet on the mound so you can have power on the mound.
I know I don't have a shot for power. My aim is accuracy.
And I bend down and come off the mound.
I ask a lot of questions.
And you slide this over as you start. Does your elbow touch your hip at all?
Celine answers all.
You want it to hit your ear almost. Snap right at the hip.
Take 1, I'm bowling instead of pitching. Take 2, I'm playing slow pitch.
You guys might have to swing at some stuff outside the strike zone.
My biggest problem is keeping my arm straight.
You're side arming again.
Time-lapse the footage, and I feel semi-comfortable. To the batter's box with Lady Cougars cleanup hitter Hope Kinney. I've swung at a baseball before, but this is different. I'm going to try to cheat as much as possible, get the upper hand.
In softball, you really don't know where it's going to be because it's released at the hip, so you just have to be focused on the hip.
The pointers continue.
Just choke up, and then you always keep your elbow up. I usually stand in the middle. I usually take a little bit like this. As the ball coming in, I take my bat off a little bit, I step.
When should I swing? Should I close my eyes and just swing, pick a point and swing?
But really though, challenge time. The rules. To make it a little fairer, a hit for me is anything in the field of play. An out is a swing and miss or a foul ball.
This'll be fun.
The Lady Cougars have to reach the outfield grass in the air for it to count as a hit. I get a total of 16 outs. They get 4 each. I'm up to bat first. The outs pile up, making contact on some, missing completely on others.
Time.
I'm desperate.
I'm gonna switch bats. I'm gonna go lefty.
Yeah. After 7 outs, my big breakthrough.
Count it.
That's all I wanted. Just 1. There's number 2. Now, down to my final out.
I've given up all dreams of hitting it over the fence, definitely, into the outfield, definitely. We're just gonna try to put this one in play.
Kids, never give up on your dreams. Watch the splash on the batting cage net. Dinger. I'm shocked and kind of have to gloat. Counts the same though. 3 hits is my final tally.
I just struck out a bunch against Celine. Now it's her turn to put the ball in play against me. We'll see how it goes.
Ooh, first hit, and my pitch charged the mound.
Had to brush her back on the first one. By the way, Celine will be playing college softball at Wilkes next year. She gets a hold of a couple. I'm just trying to induce ground balls.
Just a bit high.
2 hits for her.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Becca Rossi up next. She's really good, a little generous with her swings, but crushes some as well. Becca gets 2, and already I'm beat. Megan Trivalpiece, another first-team All-Stater, maybe the most complete hitter on the team. I hear she likes them high. That high, though?
Hope was not lying. That was what, eye level?
Megan knocks 4 into the outfield. Hope Kinney last to go. This is what she's capable of. I'm trying to avoid that. I get 3 outs on her without a hit.
That's a pity swing right there.
But Hope comes through in the clutch, as she so often does, ending with 1 hit. Final score, Lady Cougars 9, me 3.
First challenge officially in the books. Tough for me to say, but what did you guys do today? 3, 2, 1.
Be Eric.
There you have it. We'll see if I win next week.
For additional scenes from our first challenge, check out our Facebook page at WYLN Pressbox. If you have a challenge idea, send your proposal to sports@WYLNTV.com and you could be featured. Stay tuned. A final look at the forecast is next.
If you're not in danger and you see a crime, text 274-637, 274-637, 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. Text 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. No one will know your identity.
Now, helping to solve or prevent the crime is just a text away. Text my tips to the word crimes and let the law help you.
Well, things don't look too bad for the week here. As I said before, chance of rain, still trying to track that a little bit. Fireworks tonight, I think you're going to get rained on possibly, but it won't be much, if any. It says 70% chance of rain about right now, but I think we might be all right. We might miss most of it. Then the rest of the week, mostly cloudy on Tuesday. And mostly sunny Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday, I'll be doing a sports challenge, as we just saw Eric do one. So hopefully I'll have better luck than he will on Thursday. Friday, showers all day. Not going to be a very good day. Saturday, anyone traveling anywhere this weekend, you're going to have some rain this weekend. So hopefully, no rain tonight.
No, but hopefully you do have some luck. I tried to give Eric some pointers and tips. I played softball since I was probably 5-6 years old, but
We'll see. I mean, I coach track. I'm doing a track challenge,
so I think
it's in my background.
But you have to, because then it's gonna.
Yeah, someone has to win.
All right. Well, that's all that matters. Somebody wins, and hopefully it is the kids. But we'll see what happens. But be careful out there, of course, with the 4th of July, and I'm sure the fireworks people will continue with them. So make sure you keep safe before you do any of that, and have a wonderful evening.